Knitting.
Hi, Colby.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Oh,
Colby.
Hello, hello. Give me one moment. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So camera's on if you want me to include you in the matrix. Um, and if you want me to read, that, if your camera is not on, and please mute yourselves accordingly. Yes? We'll start in just a moment. Let's just give it another moment. There we go. You can hear me okay and see me, my gorgeousness?
Yep.
Excellent. Is that Marnie Platt? Hello, Marnie Platt. Marnie Platt is my hello, Marnie.
hello, Colby.
I know Marnie from high school.
Aw.
Long time ago. We don't talk about how long. We look exactly the same. Trust us, only
Absolutely.
better.
You look
Yeah,
incredible, Marnie.
thank
Incredible.
you. So do you. You look the same. We look the same. We're
Absolutely.
us, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good to see
Good to see you. Let's see. Did I leave anyone out? I did not. All right. Hmm. Okay. Let's open up the chat window if I could figure that out somehow. All righty.
Who's that?
Right.
It's like,
All right. Well, welcome to why you have not changed and what can you do about it? Everyone in the right place? All right. So my name's Colby. I think all of you know me somewhat. I've been doing this for a long time, helping people to change their relationship with themselves, others, and life by helping them emerge out of whatever's been holding them tight. So you all have overcome something. You've all changed your life in some way. What was not happening started to happen. Whether that was you were single for a very long time and you met somebody, whether that you couldn't find your purpose and then you did, whether that is like you couldn't make much money and now you do. You've all changed your lives in some respect, but there's one area, maybe more, that doesn't seem to want to change. Agreed? Thumbs up. Yes? Agreed? Okay, great. So not everything is hunky dory. Okay, awesome. Today we're going to explore why that is and what you can do about it. Everyone in the right room? All right. So let's pray and walk into the container, the matrix that I've set up. You guys ready? Okay, here we go. Attention down and in, three fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you. If your attention's in your body, energy comes to your body. Make sense? Okay. So, attention, three fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you. Nice and grounded, calm, deep breath in your nose, out your mouth. Couple more times. In your nose, out your mouth. In your nose, out your mouth. God, Lord, all that is, all that's ever been, all that's ever mattered, all that's ever existed. Thank you for our lives. Thank you for the good life of these folks. Help us to get a firm handle on why what we so want, our heart's desire, has not come forward. Help us find our way. Okay? Thank you. So now I'm going to invite the container to gather around you. Okay, the container of the class, which is held by my beings. Ready? Thumbs up. Thumbs up, everyone. Okay, great. Here you go. Repeat after me. I, say your name. Invite the matrices of why I have not changed and what I can do about it in around me now. Okay, it's a container, a classroom. There you go. Held by the beings that I've asked for help. There you go. Keep your attention down and in while this is established. What the container does is make learning easier for each of us. It is calibrated to each one of your fields. There you go. Thumbs up when you can feel it. And increase. If you cannot feel it, let me know with a thumbs down. If you don't give a thumb, I have no idea where you are. There you go, and I cannot help you. There you go. Okay, Beth, I'm helping you out. Beth, put your attention in your body, down and in. There you go, Beth. Now feel that, Beth? Good. Keep your attention down there, Beth. Good. Everyone with me? Troy, not so much? Okay, good, Troy. Great. Everyone with me? Thumbs up? Okay, I don't see any thumbs down. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay? Unmute yourself accordingly if you want to chat, okay? So, I am going to share with you the mini version of a course I created so that you can feel into whether you want to enter into the course. But this is not like some silly sales call where I just try to sell you. One, it's not my expertise. My expertise is in healing, so I'm going to give you a sample of it so you can get a sense. Does that make sense? Cool. All righty. You've all changed something, and yet something remains elusive. Whether it's career, love, money, Zen, like a Zen kind of mindset. Why is it that something that you want so much is not occurring? Put that in the chat. Why do you not think this that you want so much ain't happening? Why? Maybe you've been to therapy. Maybe you've read books. Maybe you've gone to shaman. Maybe you've done ayahuasca. Why is this thing that you want so much not occurring? So we got fear of not having enough. What is that? I want some sort of internal blockage or belief I can't have it. Okay. I've been punished in a way. I don't really have a definition of what I want. I honestly don't know. Why is this not happening? Okay. Here's the dealing.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to write things, but I'm having a hard time finding that. So I would just like to say blockages, and I'm going to stay quiet so I don't disturb others, but just to let you know.
Thank you, Beth, for your participation. All right. What you want, that your heart's desire, that is not happening, is your threshold, is your entranceway, is your evolution, is your evolution. The reason it's not happening is all of you who are here are spiritual beings. What that means is you want a relationship with life that is unconditional. That's what that means. Long time ago, you were like, oh, I want to grow. I want to evolve. You just didn't realize what it was going to take. And so that heartfelt desire, your spirit read it and has been keeping it away from you so that you develop this unconditional relationship with life. You always get what you most want, says a spiritual law. But if you want it too much, you ain't getting it. The reason you want it too much is because you're desperate, you're grasping, you're leaning forward. And because you're desperate, you're leaning forward, you're grasping, because you haven't had it for so long, and that's a normal response, you start to control, you start to worry, you start to overextend. You even try to pretend you don't want it anymore, but you can't because you really want it. The reason it's elusive is because it's being used as your threshold, your doorway into your evolution. If you want the lover, the wealth, the purpose, the Zen mindset, being super psychic, whatever it is, and it has remained elusive, it is because it is your doorway into unconditional living. So what are you saying, Colby? What I'm saying is, in order to shift that which has not shifted, you've got to get to, oh boy, I'm single and life is good. Oh boy, I make minimum wage and life is good. Oh boy, I can't see nothing psychically and life is still good. Oh boy, I'm not healthy and life is still good. But Colby, that's really hard. Yes, it's really hard. But you have decided to put yourself on a spiritual path. This is what it is to have an unconditional relationship with life. Now, you may never get to or not need to get to, oh boy, but you at least have to get to life is still good, even though I'm single. Life is still good, even though I don't make the money I want to make. Life is still good, even though I'm doing this job and prefer that one. Life is still good. Okay. The problem that people don't get is that it's not about raising your vibration. It's about keeping your vibration stable and raised. Because as soon as you give into, I don't have, and therefore I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm not worthwhile, down you go. Down you go, right? And into more needing and grasping and desperation. And when you're needing and grasping and desperate, you fill in the space between you and the everything with worry and confusion and self-doubt, and nothing can blossom in that space. Make sense? Raise your thumbs. Make sense? Questions so far? Just unmute yourself if you have a question. No questions. I did awesome. I did awesome. Yvonne.
Hi, Colby. Can I ask one quick question? Not
Absolutely.
directly related to your current to what you just said, but I was just wondering, is this session, is this workshop being recorded? Is there
Yes,
any
it's being
chance?
recorded. I will send it out to you at the
Thank you
end.
very much. Sorry to interrupt.
No, please. Please, the interaction's phenomenal. Thank you.
Colby, I have a question.
Oh, yes, my friend.
So just the other night I was drinking Pleiadian water and meditating with it, and a message came through that all miracles are already manifested. It's just that our three-dimensional bodies and this present material moment hasn't caught up to that or synced with it. Um, how would you comment on that, and what would you recommend to um, basically sync the mind body spirit complex with what we are looking for and what we want?
But that's what we're going to be doing, Troy. Okay. I think your question will be answered in about 10 minutes. Sound okay?
Excellent.
Excellent. Okay. So we've got to get to, oh boy, or close, or I should say, we've got to make that our target, to take what has not happened and be excited that it hasn't happened. Not to make it happen, but because it is our evolution, it is our journey. It is what is going to untangle our soul from samskara, deeply held wounds, and karma. Karma is simply you keep choosing the same thing the same way, not punishment. Okay? So we're trying to untangle the soul so that you are more free, less conditional. Makes sense. Yes? Okay, that's super important. Okay, so if you like this class, I will share with you in the email and I'll send it in a link what the series will be, which is a series of 4 classes where we look at your past and what you are still tied to, how you're making your present wrong, how to become fertile ground for opportunity, and the last is how to feel the thread that is calling you forward. Let's mute this person. There we go. Okay. So let's go into another matrices. Is that all right? Which is the series. Close your eyes, bring your attention down and in. 3 fingers below your belly button in the middle of you. Nice straight posture. This is a heavy matrix. Okay. A deeper container. I call forth the container of how to find your way, even when you don't know your next step. I call forward it now. Gather around us. There you go. This is the container, the classroom held by the guides to make learning more effective for you. Because it's going to take some courage to address what you've been unable to make happen in your life. What's there has probably been there, not from just this lifetime, but others. So it takes courage to really look and put it in place. Here you go. Let me know when you get that. Thumbs up. And making it more heavier, deeper, stronger. There you go. That's the matrix. This is the container for this series. 4 classes, 90 minutes each, to help you move through the entrance, the threshold, the doorway to your evolution. Stop making your situation wrong and start being excited about it. There you go. And just clearing some things here. Clearing. There you go. What happens when you have desperation, need, and grasping as a result of not having what you so want is that you start taking apart the web of life that surrounds you and connects you to the everything. There's a web. That web gets damaged over the course of time by your resentment, by your indignation. And the key is to reconnect you, reweave the web. This is what we do in the first workshop. Find the threads that are missing and invite them to resurrect themselves. Asking the guides now to make you aware of the web around you. So keep your attention down and in. And repeat after me. I ask to be aware of the web that runs through me, to me, from me. Now. There you go. It is in front of you, coming out of you, coming into you. It is behind you, coming out of you and into you. It is to the sides, above you and below you. This is the web that connects you. There you go, to all that is. You're going to notice now that some areas of the web are full. Thumbs up if you have that sense. And you're going to notice that there are some areas where the threads are not. Those are the threads of lack of forgiveness, resentment, and that is keeping you tied to not having that which you want. So in the series, we fix those threads one by one. Questions about that so far? Yes, my friend, go ahead.
Hi, yes, thank you for this time. My question is need and want the same?
No,
Okay,
it's fine
because
to
sometimes
need.
I feel like I need something, and it's not coming. And for an example, money.
Right, there is, I make minimum wage and life is still good.
Yes.
I'm not going to be able to pay my mortgage this month, and life is still good. Once you get to, I can't pay my mortgage this month, and my life is not worth living, and I'm a piece of crap. Now you have broken some threads.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so again, it's about stabilizing your vibration, stabilizing it. The next series is about looking at what's happening in your life that you want to happen that's not happening. So if you want to be wealthy and you're not, you're learning how to be unconditional about not having. If you're single and you don't want to be, you're learning how to know that you are important, let's say, even though you don't have a significant other. If you don't have many friends and you want them and keep not getting them, it's because you want to know you are still likable, even though we look to the opposite. We look to what is your circumstances pointing you to, the lesson, the opportunity, as opposed to trying to change the circumstance, which is what all of us have been trying to do. And it's not working because it's not supposed to be changed. It's supposed to be met. And ideally, we take away our circumstances for what we think they mean about us. We disentangle that and we free the soul from what's been holding it. Questions about that? Good. Our next point in the series is to meet your soul. Let me explain. There is the wave and the ocean. The wave is part of the ocean, correct? But if you're a wave and you're in your waveness, you're like, I'm a wave. That's all I am, is a wave. You're not aware that you're the ocean meaning the depth, the collective, the infinite self. The reason that you're in your waveness is because you're over-identified with what's happening and what's not happening. I can't meet anyone, therefore I am unattractive, too old, too heavy, whatever the case may be. You're in your waveness. As a wave, you are both the wave and the ocean. Like spirituality, where both is usually paradoxical. You want to drop from your waveness into the ocean that is you and sit at the bottom of the ocean in the infinite, which is where you can really create. But most people are trying to create from the top of the wave. I want a partner who has dark hair, who's over 6 feet. I want a job where I get to be creative and innovative and get paid. You can create from the top of the wave. You don't have the power behind you, but you can create from the bottom. So you'll get a sample of this. Are you ready? All right. Attention, 3 fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you. Breathe. Repeat after me. Oh, hold on. I got to get my matrix together. There we go. There's the matrices. I ask, this is you. I ask to sit at the bottom of the ocean. There you go. And down you go. Nice, strong posture. I ask to sit at the bottom of the ocean and let your attention drift down, 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 down. Spirituality is not ascension, it is descension. It is downward movement, not upward. Down you go, more centered, more calm, more grounded, more resilient, less reactive. There you go, down you go. Keep going all the way. Sit at the bottom of the ocean. Help them. Keep helping them. There you go. This creates stability in your field. And you need stability to stay out of grasping, neediness, and leaning. You need stability to stop being reactive. Stop making situations mean something about you. and down you go, sitting at the bottom of the ocean. If you want to go further down, ask, take me further down. Down you go, down you go, down, 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 down. If you have a sense of that, thumbs up. If you want more, give me 2 thumbs. Down we go. Okay, more, you got it. Ask to take you deeper. Take me deeper. Don't drive this. Just let yourself like sift down through the sand. Like a beanbag chair, like psh. This stabilizes you, gets you out of the throes of needing and grasping. And here you can meet the fullness of you. You're just at the tip of touching it. This is about 1/100th of what we will be doing in the series, the depth. In order to reach higher frequencies, you have to have depth. No depth, you're going to burn out in the higher frequencies. There you go. Down you go. Good. Nice. Likey, 2 thumbs up. Good. The next step in the series, if you choose to join, is to claim your future. We all know what it is to want what we want: partnership, money, purpose, Zen mindset. But a lot of us don't know how to claim. I have like 3 dogs here. And there are times where I claimed the dog immediately. I want it, I got it, took it home. And there are times where it took a year, 2, 3 to claim it as my own. To claim, do you understand what I mean? To claim that is mine. We know what it is to want a partner, to want wealth, to want purpose, to want Zen, but everything is available to us, but we have to claim it. We all know, some of us, what it's not like to be claimed by our parents. Anyone? Your parent did not claim you. And so we have a challenge claiming. To say, that is mine. And so in the last part of the series, I help you sense the thread that is pulling you to the life you want and claim it. The series begins next week, April 11th, 18th, 25th, May 2nd. I'll send you a link with it. And if you sign up within the first 48 hours, you put in a raffle for a free session with me. Ooh. First 48 hours, my friends. So let's talk a little bit about why. There's a lot of chaos in the world right now. A lot of weirdness. Having a structure to elevate and stabilize your vibration, uber important. Let's talk about the time, 4 90-minute sessions. Think about the time you spent on trying to change what has been unchangeable. This is helping you to get into peace so you're more resilient. And it may show up, may not. I can't promise you. But I will tell you, you will be more centered, grounded, and have the skills to meet hardship, difficulty better. Let's talk about cost. The class is $197. Think about the money you spend to anesthetize yourself because you don't have what you want. Gosh, how many cookies have I bought? Or, clothes or whatever the case may be. So, questions about anything we've talked about thus far? Questions, concerns, thoughts?
I have a
Yes,
question.
my good friend.
Hi, I'm Laura. When you first started, it sounded sort of like when you were trying to make exclamations. That it was like fake it until you make it. Is that what you're trying, where even though life is not good, it's great right now.
No,
No.
make it till you make it is denying the truth of your situation.
Okay.
You are not faking till you're making, because then you are acting as if it's not happening, and
Ah,
that does not create anything.
okay.
Seeing those people who act happy when you can sense they're miserable, it just creates contradiction in the field. You have to get to some level of, oh boy, even though I'm single, life is still great.
Okay.
Even though I don't feel good, life is still worth living, because then you untangle the soul from what it's been held by. Does that make sense?
Okay.
It's
Okay.
it's a very hard thing for me to explain what I intuit here,
Uh-huh.
and I hope I'm getting it across. The reason that we are challenged with what we're challenged by is because we set an intention to grow. And the universe is like, okay, how do I help her, him, them to grow? Well, I'm going to use what they most want and keep it from them. So they learn how to validate themselves. They learn how to appreciate life so that they can evolve.
Hmm. Okay.
There's no mystery why what you want is being held from you. It is because you, the larger version of you, which you're part of, set this out to create you so that you can begin your next chapter, your next evolution. There is no problem of not having. It is the doorway, the threshold. You've been trying, as I have, or as everyone, bang at it, make it change, pretend it doesn't exist, reframe it, act positive. It hasn't worked. Why hasn't it worked? Because that doesn't work. Because that's not the point of it. Does that make sense, Laura?
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
Any
Okay.
other questions? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
question.
Yes,
Uh,
enjoy, Troy.
so I totally understand and feel the effectiveness of this grounding and these exercises, and it's lovely to tune into that state of mind and energy. But what is your favorite practice for materializing that, directing that energy into something real, to anchor it into reality, physical, now
You're
reality?
going about this the wrong way, Troy. It doesn't work that way. If it worked that way, it would have worked. It doesn't work that way. You take on the reason something happened that you want is because it's trying to get you to be who you want to be. If you got that which you most desired, you would miss out on the learning and the growth. Just like a piece of coal needs to have pressure to become a diamond, or a caterpillar needs to come apart in order to become a butterfly, same thing with this. Now, I know that's not the most popular version. I've been doing this more than 30 years. This is what I know. And if it appeals to you, great. And if it doesn't, it doesn't.
So then what you're recommending is just to continue with maintaining the same level of energy and state of mind instead of trying to do a practice to.
No, I'm recommending this is to see if you want to do a series to use what hasn't happened as your evolution and to start creating a more resilient relationship with life. Spirituality was never designed to get you goodies. That is a marketing scheme. It was designed to change your relationship with life. That's what it's supposed to do, not to get you stuff. It can, it certainly can, but then it doesn't. Yvonne, you were saying you had your hand raised.
Thank you, Colby. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah. I was wondering, this course that you're offering, actually, two questions. If for whatever reason we're unable to attend the class live, can we revisit the recording and
Yep.
then do the exercises on our own?
Mm-hmm.
And thank you. And I guess my second question is this something that we perhaps do once, or maybe we can repeat and apply to different areas, let's say intimacy or finances or job, career, or
Right.
it's one thing that we.
You're focusing on one area in the course, let's say money, and we're hacking away at it over and over so that we look at the past, we look at how you're making it wrong in the present, we look at how to create fertile ground, and we look at what's really calling you. And then you can take the recorders and review them and apply it to another area. I hope I've answered your question.
It is. Yeah, thank you.
All right, I think I saw one more hand. Did I? Yes. Brigitte, you're it, my friend. Take us out.
So if I say wanted to work on relationships, and I was finding in my life these uncomfortable situations that I was coming across with many relationships. And then I put up boundaries instead of dealing with the uncomfortable feelings. Are you saying I would just work through the uncomfortable feelings?
No, I'm saying your target is I want a relationship. That's what you want. A loving, supportive relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. That's your goal. It hasn't happened. Why hasn't it happened? Because you're learning how to be without it and still be okay. Still know you're valid. Still know you're worthy. But you're like, but Colby, I really want it. Other people get it. Other people have it. Why can't I? What's wrong with me? What wound do I need to heal? What block do I need to? What's under here? What? No. Okay. I want a relationship. I don't have it. What is my soul wanting from me? What is the path? Is it to know I'm important, even though? Is it to know I'm worthy? Is it to give up the validation and know I'm valid? And then you work on that. Because if you know you're valid, worthy, then life gets really interesting. The relationship becomes less important to having.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that generates the possibility of it happening.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it doesn't.
Okay.
But you start stepping into your fullness. So much spirituality has targeted what's not happening and trying to change what's not happening, as opposed to rolling with it and understanding it and using it as the launch pad that it is. Makes sense?
Yep. Perfectly. Thanks.
All right. I'll hang out here if there are any more questions, but I've already run over and I want to be respectful of your time. I will send you an email with the link if you want to be in the course. It begins next week. People sign up within 48 hours. You are in a raffle to win a session with me. And again, I appreciate you stepping forward. It takes courage to address what hasn't happened that you've wanted to happen. I'll hang out here. Let me get you out of the matrix. Pull it out. There you go. You're going to feel around you. There you go. And thank you. I'm here if you have questions. Great seeing you, Marnie.
Thank you.
Hey, Colby.
Yo, homie.
Hello. I think
Oh, there you are.
the other Peggy had a question. It was in the chat.
Go ahead, Peggy. I
Can you
apologize.
hear me?
I can. Go ahead. Ask me the question.
So what you just answered with the other person is profound, and I know that what I've been experiencing is getting through it to, I think, be in contact with who I really am. But I've been in off and on pain, and when I'm not in pain, it's easy to think that way. But when I'm in pain,
Absolutely.
and somehow I think in the back of my mind or in our subconscious, and that's what I'm wondering, when we're doing all these things, is there something back there that's preventing us from realizing what it is we want? Like, is a block?
I'm sorry. So you're in pain sometimes.
Yep.
You're not quite clear on what you want sometimes. You want to be out of pain, I would imagine.
Right, to be out of pain. But what I'm wondering is it's been off and on for 3 years, and it's like, is our subconscious, even though, so I've done all these things, and nothing's worked. And that's never happened to me before. So I know this is a gateway for me,
Mm-hmm.
but it sucks.
Oh yeah, it totally sucks. Being single, don't wanting to be single, being unhealthy and wanting to be healthy, being low economic and totally sucks. So you're like, Colby, if I'm in pain, how do I get to oh boy?
Yeah.
You got to get to what is your pain what is the opportunity of your pain?
I do realize I think it's to get me to know who I truly am.
No,
No, what is it?
no, I'm not going to do that right now. But
Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm not doing
Okay.
that is for the course.
Got it. Okay.
But it's like you have a situation that's uncomfortable, and it is, not denying that. And you want it to change. I get it, but you got to meet it. And most people are just trying to change things or trying to find hacks, manifestation techniques to get what they want,
Got it.
as opposed to meeting what it is, because it's terrifying to say, I let go and I let the next chapter begin.
Okay.
We all want change, but we want to control the change.
Yes. Okay.
And this, you're like, I allow it.
I love it. Mhm.
Okay.
Got it.
Thank you,
Thank you, Peggy.
My pleasure. Any more, Peggy? Other Peggy, thank you so much for advocating. Rock on. My good friend Beth. Yes.
Hi, Colby. Hi, everyone. I had taken sessions with you when I was still in Seattle, probably about I think like between 2018 and 2019 before COVID. And I understand a lot more these days about myself and energy work and my path and, doing shadow work and meeting that part of myself.
Yeah.
Because in the sessions I had with you, I was not able to get unstuck. I just wasn't there yet.
So what are you asking me about?
Yeah. So I'm asking, what, I guess I'm confused. I feel like I'm not who I used to be, but I have a fear that I'm addressing a fear that I'm still that person. And part of me is, a lot of me is, but does that make sense at all? I don't know how to
I think
get
what you're saying, so what you're showing me, Beth, is I want to include when you try to get unstuck,
Uh-huh.
you're going to get more stuck because
Right.
your attention is on being stuck.
Right.
Effort is a form of resistance.
It's about letting go.
You are no one, I think that you are somebody who works harder, and your identity is I work harder than anyone else.
Mm.
Okay. Now, in some respects, okay, this is not about getting unstuck. This is
Right.
about meeting what you've been unwilling to meet.
Oh, okay.
Because if you're trying to get unstuck, you're going beyond it
Yeah.
to ignore it.
Right. You're joining in the struggle.
And then it's like, hey, hey, hey.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. It's like tying yourself in knots as opposed to slowly letting the knots unravel so you can move more. Does that make sense? That's
So
how I
that you can
perceive
be
it.
who you came to be, so that you can evolve. So you use what's been keeping you a prisoner as your
Mhm.
launch pad.
Okay.
I like my hand puppets.
Yeah.
Okay.
East Coasters, we talk with our hands.
Okay. Any more questions? Good. Nothing? Nothing?
Maybe
Oh,
I can step in with one. Kobe, could you delve a little bit into just the nature of how the work is going to take place? So, for instance, I have maybe 2 or 3 different areas where I would like to apply what you just described. However, some of the things I do feel might be a little bit private. And I don't know if it's a group setting, if it would require any sort of like announcing it or explaining it or talking about it. I guess I'm just a little bit shy. And I was wondering if you have any advice on whenever we're doing the work, is it something, how should I say this? I'm trying to decide what to focus on even when I sign up for the course as the first thing to do. There are things that I would rather work on privately, maybe as opposed to share in a group. Is this the nature of the course that you'll be
So you
doing?
are welcome to share whatever you want to share and not what you don't want to share. But I will say shame keeps things, shame has a tendency to keep things embedded. And I get that we want privacy, but I think that the space that will be held and the people that will join, and we'll do a confidentiality thing for sure. The more you're willing to meet whatever this is, and that might mean to declare it, the more likely you are to get where you want to go. If you don't know which issue you want to address, then I suggest you pray about it.
I think this exchange actually clarifies it a little bit.
Sure. Okay. Anything
Thank you.
else? Sure. I think Troy has something. I see a little thought bubble above Troy's head. Is that a yes, Troy?
Um,
I could be wrong.
yeah. Well, there was one thing that has been kind of coming up in my thoughts during this meeting. Um, I learned recently that Kabbalah shares that the first 15 days of April are especially intense during the Aries season, um, in the way that, and I've been experiencing this, that quite often emotions are intensified and come up, and old emotional stuff is bubbling up to be usually purged. Um, so I've just been, I guess, thinking or being reminded during this meeting to meet that and bless that whenever it comes up, especially in my dreams. Out of my Some of my dreams have been old emotional things that I wouldn't think would be relevant right now, but they come up anyway.
Do you have a question in there or just sharing?
That was really just my thought and sharing.
Okay. So there are all sorts of, consider that there are tides at the sea, and you may be in a tide of being overly emotional or more reactive or doing a deep dive. And so the key is to, when you're in a tide, is to, if you're in a rip tide, is to tread water and not fight what the tide you're in until that tide spits you out and you're invited into another tide. There are global events or galactic events impacting us for sure. And we see that. And so that lends itself to finding yourself in a structure, a class that helps to raise and stabilize your vibration. Because even though stuff may come up because it's a hard time in the galactic, you don't need to make it harder by having a crappy attitude. Stuff comes up, and there's always a difference between those who indulge and those who over-contain. You know who you are. Those who go into their feelings and surrender to them and eat too many cookies, buy too many clothes, go shopping, and those who over-contain, don't feel anything, structure, let's go do some yoga, let's work out, let's be functional. And those are two different groups. If you're somebody who overindulges, you need more containment. If you're someone who overcontains, you need to feel your feelings. You know who you are. Okay. All right, my friends. I hope I get to see many of you in the series. Again, sign up within the first 48 hours, get a raffle to free session with me. Any questions, you're welcome to email me. Namaste. It's wonderful seeing you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Colby.
Thank you. Thank you, Colby. I love the hands.
Do you? Marnie, you look amazing. Doesn't she? Nice seeing you all. All right, I'm gonna hang up. How do I do this? Thank you, Colby. Okay, I'm trying to hang up. Let's see how I do that. All right, I did it. I figured it out. Bye, y'all.